We're Jess and Freddie and Winnie, of course, and we've embarked on a 6-month home renovation of our London house. After years of saving and 2 years living here, we took the plunge and knocked down a few walls and added a new floor in the loft. It is chaos, and we're living through our build and sharing all the highs and lows of taking on a home refurb project. New hose tap, getting tried out by the hose tap connoisseur. I think she approves. Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel from me and my sidekick. We are just hanging out in the kitchen living area. We got back from Scotland yesterday and I feel like I've just completely checked out of the build. Just want it done now. Just trying to regain energy and momentum, just get past that final hurdle. We've had a big day today. We have had deliveries from the bifold doors, and also our Wren kitchen has arrived, so it's all stacked here. Initially they stacked it up in here. Love what's happening to my coffee table and couch right now, but the floor is arriving tomorrow and the floor needs to breathe in this area of the house, so they had to move everything else through to here. This is the glass for the bifold, so it's being delicately balanced here, and they're coming back tomorrow to install. So finally tomorrow we will have security in our house, basically, because this has just been open for 3 months. It makes me feel a little nervous, and I'm just very glad that it's going to get sorted tomorrow. This is a huge turning point in the build, because having the kitchen and the door and the floor delivery means the installation is starting this week and our ground floor will be about 80% complete. So big day, big changes, it's all moving forward. So I had a really good meeting with my builder today, so we just did a walkthrough of the whole house, discussing everything that's happened whilst Freddie and I have been away. And first up, we discussed that I mentioned in last week's video that just this wall light was off center and I just didn't like the placement of it. So he said we can move it, it's not a problem. So the wall lights will sit probably here and here, and they'll be more symmetrical with the skylight. Next up, discussed my dislike for the inspection chamber being in the middle of my patio. It makes sense that the pipe is actually running this way and they need it as straight as possible, so if anything happens to the pipe you can just get in the chamber and then it can be cleaned very easily. I totally get that, but we did originally agree that we could put a slab over it, and now the way that they have fixed it in, there's not enough space on top for the slab to go, so he said he's gonna look into removing it and finding you can get this like metal square and you put the slab in it and then you lower it into the ground. Hopefully that's a goner. Backup plan is that my dining table is just going to go over it here, so it won't be that visible. Somebody eating the builder's lunch, I think you are. Should we just not do that, Winnie? I am aware of how ridiculous this sounds. I'm actually gobsmacked that the space in our house is turning out how the architect drew it on the plans. I know, but hold on. Our utility room is coming together now and it looks so good with the pocket door. This space is exactly how we hoped it would be, and it's so much wider than we thought. We had this fear it might be a bottleneck situation here, but it's not. It's great. And I can't wait to see it when it's finished. Guys, I tell you, when something is multifunctional in my house, I am happy. These Velux windows are also a drying rack. Perfect. Just been to the laundrette and picked up our whites. Now I'm heading back to go pick up the colours. We've just done like 2 massive washes since getting back from Scotland, and we have so much dirty clothing. Our neighbour has started letting us use her washing machine, but we feel really bad because all the clothes are like covered in wood chip and stuff at the moment and like super dusty. So laundrette it is for the super machines. I am, however, going to go and use her washing line right now because we have no space left to dry clothes. The one clean area of our house, this little nook. And yes, that is Freddie working away amongst the laundry. There's my washing in my neighbour's garden. I've never seen a washing line so full. That's just Winnie barking in next door's garden. Progress today on the first floor has been good. Builder removed the old concrete from the fireplace that used to be here in the hallway, has leveled it all out into the third bedroom, which has now had all the skirting done. This is going to be the cupboard that goes under the stairs. Look at all that space. Now they've moved their stuff out. And then there used to be access from that way from our bedroom, but we blocked that off for the built-in wardrobes. We're just going to put MDF cupboards on here, so it's like a little in-the-wall cupboard. Over here, God, it's a big space in this room now. I just love our radiators. I will link them below. I got them on eBay, and they were a really good price for like the cast iron imitation radiators. And then I got the brass taps and the valves on either side as well. Also a really good price. I'll link them below as well. I'm just going to share a little before of this room because it once was the bathroom and now we have extended out into the hall. As you can see here, this is the new frame they built. It's made a much bigger third bedroom, and then this is the floor plan before, so big hallway, tiny bathroom. And now here's the new plan. We've got the bigger bedroom, moved the bathroom to the back. Much better layout, in my opinion. I know I shared stuff from this room last week, but I just can't get over this space. They're still doing the finishing touches at the moment. Woo! Need to get wall lights and a mirror for here. I'm still kind of figuring out what it's going to be, and I'm not in that much of a hurry. I'm going to get a plant for the corner here, and then I'm going to get a little wooden stool for Freddie to sit on whilst I have a bath. Yes, that sounds about right. Or to perch my glass of wine on whilst I have a bath. Spare room, still looking as sharp as ever. We've now got a toilet cistern hanging out in here as well. I just still can't believe how much bigger this room feels now that the door doesn't block the access, which is the way the Victorians used to do it for privacy. So as I've mentioned in previous vlogs, Skillshare are sponsoring this season of my home reno series. For anyone who's not heard of Skillshare before, it is an online learning community where creatives can learn so many different skills from thousands of classes available on the online learning portal. So because I'm working with them, I have a code which gets you a free trial to the Skillshare Premium membership. It's available to the first 1,000 people clicking the link below. I will share it in the description box so you can go and check out unlimited access to so many different classes, from video editing, photography, interior styling, whatever floats your boat. Skillshare is also ad-free and totally affordable. It comes in at less than $10 a month on an annual subscription. So today's class is a little bit of a soul searcher. I haven't ever really spoken about this before, but since leaving my flying job 2 years ago, I've just felt this loss of purpose. We have so much going on right now. We've got our little Winnie angel and we're doing the refurb, and I wouldn't actually change any of that. However, career-wise, I just feel a little bit directionless at times, especially with the scope of my work and being self-employed. So I have decided to take Emma Gannon's class. Now, I love Emma's Control-Alt-Delete podcast, love all her wise advice, so had to jump in and check out her class. Her class on discovering success with 7 exercises to uncover your purpose, passion and path was so insightful, so many wise words, and something really valuable I learned is that one person's success is completely different to someone else's and all completely valid. And don't compare to other people, you're on your own path. I really enjoyed all the exercises, especially exercise 4, which was choosing a direction and outlining all my passions. Not just about work, it was about every aspect of your life, writing it all down and begin looking at where your passions lie and making more time for them within your life. I wrote them all down. And home interiors, and I don't know if it's because I'm just like living and breathing it at the moment, but like it consumes so much of my life, and I have learned so much in the last 3-4 months, and I love it. I'm so interested in it, and if anything, I'm actually like regretting not doing an interior design degree back when I was 21, but never too late in life, is it? Another exciting thing they did today was they removed like our faux back door, and so you can really see the size of the hallway now, and it feels so much bigger. Everything seems so much bigger than we had anticipated it was going to be, which is obviously great. So this, obviously we're still getting a banister here. This is the hallway, so you've got that big bit there, and then this, they need to just board this up and box those in, but this is now the hallway down to the kitchen. We will need to put a fire door on here, hopefully a glass fire door if we can afford it, and then into the kitchen living area, which I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a special something at the back of the room. Let me show you. This happened today. We got our bifold doors installed. This is the really cool thing about them. You can open just one door as a single door out into your garden, because not everyone's going to open the whole thing every time, especially in the winter. And then once this one opens, we have a little magnet here. So then that locks like that. And then that way it will never blow away in the wind and bang against the glass. And then if I want to open the full glass, I've got this little handle here which I turn up. I've got this lever and I just push away and the whole door opens. Ta-da! And now we have a glass wall. Hi Fred! There we go. And then access to our garden. How fabulous. I'm just so happy with it. Obviously I made one error. The website was unconvincing that this was going to be a good product, but they were so much cheaper than everywhere else. So we paid $3,200 for the doors, and that included £500 on a survey, £250 extra on self-cleaning glass, thank you, and £500 on installation. So the doors were super cheap, because my builder said that a door like this should usually cost about $7,000 for the amount of glass and width and height and everything. So we got an absolute steal. However, once I'd ordered them, you have to book your survey in, and I went to book it. The guy was like, 5-week wait. I was like, no, I need these like in 2 weeks. So he was like, I'll talk you through the survey myself. We did it all over the phone. I did all the measurements with the builders. It's so complicated with the sill height and the threshold and everything, things I don't even know about at all. We eventually got it all right, except for I still ordered a standard threshold, not a low threshold. And we wanted a low threshold because we wanted the floor to be completely flush into out, so that you would walk over the wooden floor, over the sill, and then onto the patio all in like one flush. And actually, when you look at it from this angle, it's raised, so it's now like a step up and out, which is just a bit irritating because it was a lot of stress and discussions trying to get this right, and we got it wrong still. I know that no one is ever really going to notice apart from me and Freddie, and we're so annoyed about it, but we need to get over it because it's in. And actually the relief is that the doors fitted and fit the space and were able to be sealed. Relieved they fit, annoyed the threshold is too big, but it's life. We have bifold doors and they're great, and we have this glass wall at the back of our house, something I always dreamed of, and it's here. It exists. I know we're at the end of our build now, and I wish I'd thought about this when I got my temporary kitchen 5 weeks ago. I have just started ordering from Gusto here, the recipe box, and I've ordered all the meals that don't require an oven. So we've got my electric pan here, and we've got a barbecue. So we're going to do these barbecue fish tacos tonight. I used my sister's code because both my sisters are obsessed with Gusto, and I got 60% off my first box, and I have the code, so I'm going to link the code below, so you can get 60% off your first box if you've never tried Gusto before. When we were in Scotland, we had 2 meals out of my sister's box, and they were delicious. Fresh, easy cooking, no faff, don't have to think about recipes, like exactly what we need right now. I just wish I'd thought of doing it sooner, but better late than never. Which is so nice, just being outdoors in the garden. Like, it has literally been so cold for months. June 1st, summer finally showed up. So yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of online shopping, and Fred's cooking my dinner. Cheers.